So what's going on with you? You're out of wrestling. You were a very successful wrestler for years as Cactus Jack and for years as Mankind.
Yes.
And now, all of a sudden, you stop. Why?
After I wrote this book, Have a Nice Day, I was like, God, I really have nothing left to do in wrestling. And I'd had a very physical style, and I was kind of paying the price. People told me 15 years ago, you're never going to last, kid. You can't do that stuff. And
what kind of stuff were you doing that was really hurting you?
You know, a lot of it was things that weren't risky, but they were painful to do time after time after time. Like, I used to do the moves that were normally done in the ring and take them out of the ring.
Right.
The feeling was then, hey, if I get backdropped in the concrete and everybody hears my body splat, then they're going to think this match was real.
Right.
Now, nobody thinks it's any more real than it was when I started.
That was in your mind.
In my mind, right. So now.
So was your body, are you really messed up? I mean, what are your pains every day?
You know, they're, I guess they're probably equivalent to somebody who played football for 15 years.
Knees?
Yeah, the knees are bad.
What happens in the morning when you wake up?
It takes a little while to get going.
Really?
Yeah.
One of your ears was partially ripped off, right?
Yeah, you had a picture of that for a long time.
Now, how did that happen?
Well, that happened. I was in a match in Germany with a guy named Vader, and I was doing a move where I used to get my head caught up in the ropes.
Yeah.
And I was the only guy who would do it because it would hurt. Like the ear had already been stitched up like 5 or 6 times.
Right.
I had a bunch of zippers back there. And so you could say that it was a dumb thing to continue doing, but it was like I'm a pretty physically limited guy, and that was my move because no one else would do it.
You were limited because you're a heavy guy.
Yeah, heavy, and I could. And I was not one of those guys who did real well on the presidential physical fitness test.
Right.
Do a couple pull-ups, that type of thing. So I did this move, and it's like all of a sudden I realized I couldn't get out, and the ropes
got tied up.
Ropes were around my neck, and I mean, I'm not trying to exaggerate when I say I was in big trouble.
Because you thought you were going to not be able to breathe.
Right. What happens if it keeps putting that pressure on your carotid arteries, you'll pass out, and then who knows if they would have got me out or not.
Right.
So when I pulled out, it more or less took the rope, which is an elevator cable wrapped in rubber coating, and it just kind of pushed that ear off my head.
Just slid it right
the whole ear came off?
About 2/3 of it. The thing was, like any other sport, you're going to... Was that a sound effect?
Yeah. That's your ear
coming off. There you go.
Do you have hearing trouble?
What?
Do you have hearing trouble?
No, actually I don't. The biggest problem I have is that I cannot fulfill my ambition of being a carpenter.
Why?
Well, I can't put the pencil behind there.
Oh, right.
And I can't wear... It's bad, right?
Yeah, right.
I can't wear sunglasses, but it's not that bad.
See, when your ear rips off, they take you to the hospital, they sew it back on, or you just don't even have an ear there.
This was right after the John Wayne Bobbitt thing.
Right.
So I wasn't that worried. And as a matter of fact, we wrestled another couple
Did
minutes.
they find your ear? You got it?
What happened was it was kind of a unique scenario because we'd had 2 referees. We were over in Germany. 2 referees had been injured and sent home. Referees, so they brought a guy from France over who spoke no English.
Yeah.
So you can see it was on a handheld videotape. It wasn't a commercial videotape. I got back in the ring, and I knew I was hurt because the blood was kind of pouring down on the mats, and I could kind of hear it, hitting the mat.
Oh my God!
I got back in the ring, and I knew I was hurt, but I didn't know how bad. And so you see it, I blocked this guy Vader's punch. I threw one of my own. And the ear just fell off to the canvas.
Wow.
Ooh, the fans must have loved that.
Yeah, but the referee now didn't speak any English, so he couldn't tell me I have your ear. So he then handed it to the ring announcer, who brought it to the back. And so as soon as this match was over, a couple minutes later, I go, let me check out. It's gone.
You see, what you're saying is kind of interesting, and what I always felt about it. While everyone's saying, "Oh, gee, wrestling's fake,"
right.
It's still to pull off the stunts.
Dangerous.
Right.
It is the hard part.
Especially if you're
to make it look real.
Well, it's like,
yeah, especially if you don't know what you're doing, which you clearly didn't. Because you have to take a razor blade and cut yourself.
It's been a long time since I had to do that type of thing.
But even still, that's got to take its toll.
I finally smartened up. I was having a match with The Undertaker, right? And
right.
It was Mankind. No one really knew what I looked like underneath the mask. And at that time, not a lot of people did. Even only the people who knew I was Cactus Jack. So I thought, we'll have the mask come off, and I'll be like scarred underneath it.
Right.
So what I did is when I was driving to the show a day earlier, I had a piece of sandpaper. And I was taking my skin off with the sandpaper.
He never
Wow.
heard of makeup.
You are insane.
But this is where the makeup comes in.
No wonder they
then
loved
the guy
you.
I'm wrestling, I'd burnt him before, with special flash paper. And he went to the makeup artist and had a burn put on, and I had a real one, and his looked better than mine.
Oh,
really?
So I was like,
Damn,
there is a secret to this type of thing.
mad, but they want to be mad from all the way over there instead of coming to me with it.
Hi there, Loki. I was wondering what was the backstage reaction when you knocked out Atu at the Evolve show. Thank you for the amazing matches. I think I've seen that. Is that when you ran after him with that heel kick?
Yep.
Yeah, and just knocked him the fuck out.
Sure.
Was it something happened before? Was he disrespecting you before the match, or?
I told him exactly what to do to protect himself. What he did.
He just. Okay.
Yeah. No, he did this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like bring it to me.
Right here. Go ahead.
Oh wow. Okay.
And the thing was, that wasn't the end of it. One, I wasn't trying to knock him out. Two, after he's in the corner, you can see I take a step or two forward and I look at the referee, and the referee puts his hands up like this. I told him to end the match. He was already knocked out. The referee backed away and wouldn't end the match. Okay.
Is that a green referee who doesn't know any better?
No, that's Mike Keener. Mike Keener was one of the wrestlers from the Northeast during the late 90s.
Oh, wow. So he should have known better.
I'm treating it like a pro fight. He's done. End the match.
Right.
So he didn't do that. What am I left to do? I got to go in for the kill if he gets up. So he got up. And even then, me attacking him, I didn't hurt him. You can see the degree of control. Then after the pinfall was over, guys tried to slide into the ring and I stepped over him to protect him because I don't know who these guys are.
Right.
Then when I look at him, you see I wave with my finger, go get him. So even me knocking this guy out, I was still protecting him. I tried to protect him. The referee failed at his job, but I'm the one who gets all this hate because everyone thinks, oh, he went into business for himself.
Yeah.
No, I'm a real pro wrestler. I'm not one of these entertainers or these gimmicks. So even me trying to do the right thing, I still got hated on. I still got punished for it because others didn't do their jobs.
Yeah.
If you're new here, be sure to hit subscribe. If you liked the video, please make sure to leave a like and a comment below and tell us your thoughts. If you wanted to help out the channel as well, we also have memberships available, and you can check out our Twitch links in the description box below, as well as join our Discord. That's all we have for you today. We'll see you in the next one.